Trump goes big on Bitcoin, JPMorgan flips the script, and the biggest Bitcoin conference of the year kicks off in Vegas, but not without some controversy. These stories and more on this edition of Bitcoin News Update. Hi, I'm Nate Martin, and this is Bitcoin News Update. Trump Media is going deep into Bitcoin. The company announced plans to raise $2.5 billion for the sole purpose of building a corporate Bitcoin treasury. The funds will be managed through Anchorage Digital and Crypto.com. And if completed, the move would make Trump Media one of the largest public holders of Bitcoin, alongside names like Tesla and MicroStrategy. The announcement sent DJT stocks soaring, and analysts are calling it a bold signal of Bitcoin's role in future media and finance strategies. JPMorgan Chase, once a loud skeptic of Bitcoin, is now letting clients gain exposure through managed investment products. CEO Jamie Dimon, famous for calling Bitcoin a fraud back in 2017, is now backing a move to allow access to spot ETFs and other crypto investments. That's a full 180 from the largest U.S. bank, and another sign that Wall Street is done resisting Bitcoin and instead looking for ways to profit from it. Bitcoin 2025 kicked off this week at the Venetian in Las Vegas with over 30,000 attendees and a speaker lineup that includes J.D. Vance, Michael Saylor, and Nigel Farage. The event features a new Code Plus Country program and a Bitcoin-themed art exhibit. Part tech, part culture, all crypto, but not without some early controversy. And more on that in a minute. Texas may soon hold Bitcoin in its treasury. A bill passed by the Texas House outlines a plan to build a state-run Bitcoin reserve held in cold storage. The proposal calls for a 5-year hold strategy, cementing Texas as a crypto-friendly state with long-term commitment to BTC. The bill still awaits final approval, but if passed, Texas would become the first U.S. state to formally treat Bitcoin like gold. Square is rolling out real-time Bitcoin payments using the Lightning Network right on the ground at the Bitcoin 2025 conference. Attendees are testing it live, buying everything from coffee to merchandise in instant BTC transactions. Square says it plans to bring Lightning support to all users by 2026, pending regulatory green lights. That's a major step toward Bitcoin being a usable payment rail and not just a store of value. Michael Saylor made waves at the conference, rejecting the idea that MicroStrategy should publicly show proof of reserves. He called the idea dangerous, suggesting that sharing wallet addresses is a security risk. But not everyone agrees. Ben from BTC Sessions and other Bitcoiners argue that there's no added risk in sharing public keys, and that transparency matters, especially when you hold or claim to hold over 550,000 BTC. In a community that lives on the mantra of don't trust, verify, and with the nation-state of El Salvador openly sharing its on-chain holdings, Saylor's assertion that sharing public keys increases investor risk deserves the critical eyebrow. That's it for this Bitcoin News Update. If you've enjoyed this episode, give it a like, hit subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss our next video.